Welcome to Trey Knowles' comedy special, The Papacy Psychosis. Psychosis is a term used to describe when a person interprets or perceives a reality in a different way. So, don't get upset with me. I'm having a psychosis.
You just can't let people take your money. You can't let people take your money. That's one thing I like about Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't let nobody take his money. He don't let nobody take his money. He stands up to the IRS. He's like, you ain't taking my money. I pay you $15. I give you $15. I make millions. I make billions. You ain't taking my money. You ain't taking my money. American people are just so gullible. They just give their money to all these investors. They just giving them fake dreams. Come invest in me, and you make my money. Come invest in me. They just giving you dreams. When it all come crashing down, your whole life come crashing down. Your wife don't love you no more because she was not really in love with you. She was in love with the money, the situation. You just can't let people take your money. Everybody's trying to take your money. Even banks. You can't even trust the bank. Bank taking your money. I'm not talking about all banks. I'm talking about the banks that's attached to America. Bank of America. Bank of America is taking your money. You wake up one morning and all your money is going. Like, dang, Bank of America took my money. Where my money at? I thought she was insured. It ain't Bank of America's fault. They didn't really take your money. Well, they did take your money, but it's not really their fault. It's the landlord that took your money. You're looking at me like, landlord? The landlord took my money? Yeah, the landlord took your money. The people that own America took your money. They took your money. Now, y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. I know the American Indians know what I'm talking about. Y'all American Indians, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the landlord. Yes, I'm talking about the landlords. Yes, the landlords is stealing. The landlords. Yes, the landlords. Landlords are Christopher Columbus' boss. Christopher Columbus was a traveler. He was just traveling. And he was looking for land for his papa, and he was working for the Marines. The Marines are the Jesuits. They think they're in charge of everything. They pretend to bring peace. They pretend to bring fake peace. They come at the end of each world war. At the end of each world war, like World War I. World War I began in 1914 and in 1918. Here come a Jesuit priest pretending to bring peace. After World War II begins, and at the end of World War II, here comes up another Jesuit priest. Now World War III might begin. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not psychic or anything, but here comes another Jesuit priest, a Jesuit Pope. I don't want to say Pope, but let's say Jesuit priest. Stole your land, took your money, right? And this is not a racist thing or anything, but the landlord took your money. Anybody own a house? Y'all own houses? Anybody own a house? See, times is getting so bad, man. You're gonna have 3 nuns knocking at your door. 3 nuns knocking at your door. Talking about, this land is my land. Like, what you talking about? You're like, well, you own that house, but that land is mine. You're like these nuns. You gotta be scared of nuns now. You gotta be scared of nuns. Nuns been stealing from the. They've been stealing for a long time. Nuns. They trick you. They come in, act all nice. I be scared of nuns, man. They come with they got their big old hat. Got their hat on, had their head covered. Got their head covered in this big old black dress and nursing shoes. They're walking, and they really nice, but they like cats. They're sneaky. So they 3 nuns knocking at your doors. Talking about this land is theirs, And they give you a piece of paper. Right? And it says, citizens, you are now citizens of the Vatican. The Vatican? Like, what the Vatican got? I thought I lived in America. This is America. Yeah, the Vatican took your money. The Vatican took your money. They took your money. They stealing land. They taking everything. The Vatican. The papacy. Vaticans, man, the Vatican's of Rome, man. They just steal. They steal. So you got to watch out from the Vatican, man. I mean, they taking little boys. They're taking little boys' manhood. You know, every time I see a Catholic priest, I got to wear a double set of pants. It's crazy, man. I mean, and you can't trust them. If they steal from Jesus, if they steal from Jesus, they'll steal from you. They stole Peter, the apostle. They stole Peter, the apostle. Jesus told Peter, he says, who do you say I am? And Peter said, you are Christ the Lord. You're the Son of God. And Jesus says, on that rock, I'll build my church. Which means he's trying to say that because your faith, we also have the same faith as Peter. I'll build my church. So that's telling us the faith. We have to have the same faith as Peter. Now, I'm going to show you how the Vatican stole from Peter. So as Jesus tells that to Peter, says, on this rock, I'll build my church. On your faith. The Vatican, they got to twist it around, right? They're like, okay, we steal Apostle Peter. And make him be the first pope. I don't think Peter had anything to do with you, right? That would make me to have the keys, because Peter was the first pope. No, he was not. They trying to steal. They stole the Apostle Peter. So they're gonna steal from you, man. If they did all that, they're gonna steal from you, right? One day you have 3 nuns knocking at your door, talking about, give me back my land. You are a citizen. You are now a citizen of the Vatican, and if you don't want to comply, we take everything from you. Everything. You're gonna have a lot of Christopher Columbuses running around here that work for the Vatican. City. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So you worried about, y'all worried about a lot of different things. But the sneakiest people out there you cannot trust are those nuns, man. Those nuns and those nuns and those Catholic priests. Those Catholic priests, man, don't put your money. Don't trust the bank. I'm not talking about all banks. I'm talking about Bank of America. Don't trust it. Vatican City. I'm telling you, don't trust it. I mean, don't trust your boys around them. I'm telling you, if you're grown men, right, if they took your manhood, don't go to Bank of America, because they took your manhood, they take your whole life. Bank of America. You got to watch out from nuns, man. You got to watch out from nuns. The nuns, they will brainwash you. Even some Catholic priests, they will brainwash you too. They'll have Muslims killing Christians and the 12th Imam drinking tea with the Pope. So, does that make sense? I just don't understand. Like, you got Muslims persecuting Christians, but it's like, wouldn't they just attack the Vatican if they hate Christians that much? I don't know. It's just weird, man. It's just weird, it's just like, it's almost like, you living in a little African village and you come to a nun, right? Next thing you know, your village is getting attacked. It's like, what the hell, right? And I like, the nuns are telling me to get on the ship, right? Get on the ship. All right. Like, get on the ship. Okay, I get on the ship. Everything gonna be all right? Yes, the nun's telling you everything's gonna be all right. And they put me in chains, being chained. Right? I didn't know they put me in slavery, right? Because the nun ain't telling me that. She's like, everything's gonna be okay. Can't trust the nuns, man. It's trickery, It's just trickery. One thing about the Roman Empire is just like, Rome wanted to be the conquerors of the whole entire world. They wanted to conquer the whole entire world. They wanted to be the king of the earth. I think they still want to be the king of the earth, but they want to do it in a religious way. They want to do it in a religious way. That's why the Pope is called the Papacy. He wants to be the father of earth. Like, come on, dude, are you seriously? You think you got the keys of heaven? You want to be the father? What the hell, man? What do you think? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm retarded? Come on now. Does it bother me? No, because Jesus says Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. You know, so I'm part of God. I'm God's child, and like you can have it, you can have it, you can have it, but I know that you can't take that from me because I know that this world is mine. This everything in this planet God made for me, right? He made for all of us, right? Right. Only things that I want to share it. You don't want to share it. You want to take it all for yourself, right? And you want to be worshipped. You want to be worshipped. You want to be worshipped. You know. So the Catholic, you know, not the Catholic. I don't want to say Catholic, but you know, the Vatican. The Vatican is trying to trick you because Catholic is a little bit different because that's Catholic are it's like ideologies, like idolatry, like you like people that are in love with the name Catholic. You in love with the name, the word Catholic, you know. So they don't know because they're like blindsided, you know. But we're talking about the Vatican here, not Catholic, the Vatican, the Roman Empire, you know. And gotta watch out for these nuns, man. The nuns, man. They come knocking at your door. They come in brainwash you. You know what I'm saying? They all over the planet, brainwashing people, stealing people, putting people into slavery. You know, you didn't see it coming. They like cats. You didn't see it coming. Just like you wake up one morning and you got money in the Bank of America and everything is just wiped out. All your money is just completely gone, completely gone, completely gone, and it's not who you think that took your money. It's not who you think who took your money. It's the Vatican's. The Vatican, the Vatican, the Vatican. So the whole world is broke. Whole world is broke. And the Vatican owned all the real estate in the world. And it got all the money in the Vatican bank. And now, what you gonna do? Dependence. They're making dependence, you know. And the markets crash, hard to get jobs, everything's just messed up. So people are starving, right? And the Vatican have property everywhere. They got real estate everywhere. And they just taking from people and putting all the money in the bank. They thieves, you know. So they're making dependence. The dependence. A dependence is like you know, they like wives, you know. The wives are depending on their husbands to take care of them, you know, back in the olden days, you know. So when you're depending on somebody because you need to survive, you're depending for shelter, you're depending for food. So now that they have conquered the world by taking all the money and putting it in the Vatican Bank and stealing land and buying up real estate, they got they back in power again, right? Not only are they taking your little boys and you know, they taking your little boys. You gotta watch out. They taking little boys, and you know, I don't know what they doing with the little boys, but you know, you got to wear double pants around them. They making us dependent, and so the papacy comes in, you know, right? And they go into every country, you know, citizens. You're now citizens of the Vatican, citizens of Papa, right? All the southern, you know, all the you know, the South America calling him Papa, food, Papa, food, Papa, give me Papa. He's smelling, he's smelling, and he's tricking all people. He's just tricking people. I mean, you can't trust him, you know. He's tricking people, right. And the only reason why, you know, he's pretending to bring peace. You know, he's pretending to bring peace. You know, he does it really well because he's like, you know, I give you peace. He cares to give you peace. Now, he's giving you a little shelter. He's giving you some little food. He's becoming your welfare. He's giving you welfare. He's giving the whole world welfare. You think he's giving people welfare, right? The only reason why he's tricking you because he's saying that you know, he's giving you a sense of religion. He's telling you that you all worship the same God, you know. But do we all worship the same God? That's what you're telling me. But not he's just saying that you all worship the same God. He's leaving out Jesus Christ because he thinks he has the keys to heaven. He thinks he has the keys to heaven, because I told you he stole Peter. He stole Peter, so he stole Peter, and he says that Peter was the first papa. Now, Peter would not say that he's a papa. Peter would never call himself a papa, right? So that's a lie, right? Because Peter would never call. Peter was so smart that he said that Jesus, you are the Son of God, right? So he knows that God is the Father, and he says, Jesus, you are the Son of God, right? And Jesus says that by that I will build my church. By that, on this rock I'll build my church, based on that faith, right? So if Peter was smart, so he knows that Jesus was the Son of God, right? He had the Holy Spirit, so he would never ever say that he is the Papa, right? Because Pope means Papa, 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 Papa. You gotta watch yourself, man. You gotta watch yourself, because every time I see a nun, you gotta run the other way. It's just none, none. None, because they're scary, man. They're scary. You got this look of, they got this look. They got this look. They got the thing over their head and this ugly black dress and these shoes and everything. They just scare me, And something about nuns. There's something, especially if you're in a hospital, they come in pushing their little cart with medicine, They was about to scare you. Ready to take your medicine? You ready to take your medicine? So Americans, man, they just can't be so vulnerable. Can't just let people take what's yours. Can't let God created you. God created this earth for you and everyone else. You can't let nobody take what's yours. What's yours? What's yours? Watch out. Watch out with the papacy. The papacy. So I'm having a psychosis, a schizophrenia psychosis, and I find myself waking up in a hospital. And I'm screaming because I see a nun that's giving me medicine, right? I'm like, nurse, why this nun giving me a medicine? And I'm thinking I'm seeing things, right? I'm thinking I'm seeing things. I'm thinking I'm seeing things. I'm like, I need a nurse. She's killing me. This nun is killing me. She's brainwashing me because I'm going through a psychosis, right? And so this comedy sketch, it might not be real, because once again, I'm in a hospital and I feel like I'm getting brainwashed by this nun, and she's telling me all this stuff, and she's brainwashing me, and I'm scared. And so this comedy sketch might not be real, so don't take it serious. It's a schizophrenia psychosis. It's a schizophrenia psychosis, and I found myself at this Catholic psychotic hospital, and people were just jumping all over the places. Looked like the Exodus. Like you was watching the Exodus or something. I don't know what's up with Catholic priests and this just weird stuff always happening. Like I don't understand. Just like people, everything the good drug cartels tied up to the Catholic priests. I don't get it. Drug cartels tied up with the Catholic priests. They do their sins and they confess they do their sinful acts and they confess themselves to the Catholic priests. I don't know. It's just weird. People with bones, bone collectors and incense and candles and all that weird stuff. And it's tied with the Catholic priests. I don't understand. So, don't take this very seriously, because I'm in a hospital right now in a psychotic ward. I'm having a psychosis, and this nurse, she's a Catholic, she's a nun. I think she's poisoning me. And I think this this comedy special was over because they sent me to the crazy house. And I'm going through a psychosis right now, and they're sending me through a crazy house. And thank you for watching Trey Knowles' comedy special, The Papacy.
And so I get kicked out of the United States by Ted Cruz. I don't know how Ted Cruz get the power to kick me out of the United States, but he did. He charged me with treason. How can I be charged with treason when I was never part of you? Never part of your world. He said, stop messing with the papacy. And he shipped me off to Rome. So I'm at the Vatican. I'm here with the Pope. And the Pope is saying, what's wrong with you, Trey? What's wrong with you? Confess your sins to me. I'm like, I confess to my sins to Jesus Christ and God. And who are you? The Pope says, I'm your father. I'm like, you're a liar. I only got one father. My father lives in the kingdom of heaven. He lives in heaven. My father is the kingdom of heaven, and he lives in heaven. And Jesus Christ says, call no man father on earth. And you on earth, so why am I going to call you father? He says, I have the keys to heaven. I'm like, you're a liar. Jesus Christ says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And no one comes to the Father but through Jesus Christ. So who are you? And the Pope started getting mad. And I saw him sleeping with the Ottoman Empire. Now, the Ottoman Empire, known who the Ottoman Empire, today they're called the Muslim Brotherhood. And those are people that beheaded John the Baptist. He was getting so upset. So I started running.